Hi Aquarius, thank you for joining me for your September Tarotscope. Alright, so we have the 4 weeks for the month, and let's get going. Alright, Aquarius. So the Eight of Pentacles is a card that shows that you have a lot of talent, and all of a sudden in September, Aquarius, you may find that you have a stroke of genius or inspiration, or the muse may hit you, and you may be creating things that are really spectacular that you're very, very proud of. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. Now the Page of Pentacles is a little younger person with a yang energy that is quite enamored of things that are expensive or of high quality, and really enjoys having those things around them too. So they're willing to help you for, if you give them a few coins here and there or a few dollar bills, so that they can build up their piggy bank and buy these nice things themselves. They're happy to help you, but this is a transactional relationship. They want you to know that they want to be paid for what they're doing for you. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So this guy is a rebel. He is egotistical, rebellious, cocksure. He's all swagger and sexiness. And this is the person that your mother always warned you about. So it's best to worship him from a distance. He needs to get what he wants, or he's going to knock somebody over to get it. So he doesn't really intend to be this way, but he is. So swords are unemotional, right? They're air signs. So this is going to be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius like yourself. This could even be you, Aquarius, but I did not get that right off the top, so I'm going to go with somebody else. But this is a person that probably doesn't worry too much about hurting other people's feelings, because they're looking at it through the lens of logic and intellect, where they're thinking, well, I didn't insult the person, I just said that they did things like this, it's a fact. Whereas that may really insult somebody and hurt their feelings. So in the first week of September, what does this mean for you? This means that you are on an upswing with your talent and your genius. You have an apprentice or somebody helping you that is really noticing how wonderful your art is or your creation is, and really wants to be a part of it. But then either you or someone near you is looking at it in a much more dispassionate way. And I'm not quite sure what the meaning of the Knight of Swords is here, so we may come back to him. All right, then we have the Three of Pentacles. So this shows that you have started a project and you're just about finished with it. You're starting something that, again, your talent and your stroke of genius is really helping you with this. So you start everything out here and you're just about finished here. In Rider-Waite decks, this is usually group work, but in this deck, it has you being the primary person who is putting this project together. So that's really great. And you're almost finished. You get the Nine of Wands. This is the card that means that you're almost finished, so hang in there and realize that it's all going to be worth it. And once you do finish it, you get the Ace of Cups, and so something new is starting that you love. This could be a new creative art project. This could be a new love. This could be a new relationship. This could be a big spark in an existing relationship. It also could be a baby, or even bringing a pet into the home. So you have something new and wonderful to love and to be excited about at the end of the second week of September. And then we come to the third week of September, and here we have the card of creation. 2 cups pouring into one, creating a third cocktail or something else, I don't know. But the Three of Cups means a time of celebration. So the celebration could be about almost anything in your life that you feel really happy about. A wedding, a birth, a birthday, an anniversary, or even just the finishing of this project that you've been working so hard on. you were already victorious on the project, but now you're going to really be touted with maybe some sort of celebration. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. Now the Two of Pentacles really means that you need to find balance in your life. You can't just, shut the door on the kids while you finish your project and have a party. You need to balance it so that the kids are also taken care of, but so that you're not a wreck, so that you also have time to yourself, time to celebrate your talents and skills and just being a great person, and also time for your family that you, I hope, enjoy. And then we come to the Judgment card. Now the Judgment card is a time where you need to listen to the harsh criticism that is happening around you and just accept it. You cannot just be in denial and just say, oh no, that doesn't really exist. On the other hand, you can be proud of your accomplishments, be proud of the wonderful things that you do, or a certain way that you just happen to be because of your personality, and to enjoy that, enjoy the accolades of that. But if there are things there that really need to be worked on, that's what the Judgment card is telling you to do. Work on it. And that comes back to the Two of Pentacles, the balance in your life. So those two cards, I feel, really work together quite well. And then we have the Empress. So in this deck, they portray the Empress as the author of a cookbook. And they're saying that she's well coiffed, she's well put together, and she is the prototypical mother and homemaker. So follow her lead and you will be perfect too, is the message here. But in general, when you get the Empress card, it is you, and it is showing that you have a high level of expertise in certain areas, and you can share that with other people, either by teaching them or taking care of them or something. So the Empress is a very positive card. It shows very positive energy for you, and it shows that you probably are striving to achieve that balance in your life, but you're still working very, very hard at taking care of others. Don't forget to take care of yourself. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and like all fire signs, they love to be the center of attention. This is a person who really likes to have a good time. So he not only wants to be the center of attention, but he likes to joke around. He likes to have his, jokes hit the mark and be funny. He likes to play practical jokes on people, but also he is loyal. So if he loves you, then he is your friend for life. He is very youthful. He inspires change and personal growth, and he will be a pleasure to charming and a pleasure to everyone he meets. But if he is your friend, he is loyal for life. And that's really, really nice for you. And then the last card we have is the Seven of Cups. Now, like the Rider-Waite decks, the Seven of Cups shows 7 cups or glasses on it, but you don't know which one to choose. So you have to look into each one to see, in this case, they're cocktails. Would they all agree with you? Well, if you drank all of them, you'd be a mess. So you have to choose which ones would really taste good, which ones would go down the nicest, which ones would you like. So this is your choice in the month of September, Aquarius, is you need to make the choice about where you're going. And I think this really starts to get into what path are you on? Are you going to be just the Empress? Are you going to be the person, the Three of Pentacles project person, and always do that kind of in the background? Or do you want to be more out front, like the Empress? If you want to be more out front, then that's a different choice. Are you able to accept the harsh criticism of the Judgment card? If that's the case, make your choice with the Seven of Cups and go forward with that. So it's a kind of a difficult reading, Aquarius, because it's not giving you very much direction. It's saying you have to make all of the choices. The only thing that really was made for you is that the Ace of Cups was the beginning of something that you love. And that was really, really good. Coming on the heels of finishing a project that was mainly grounded in the Pentacles, but then we had the Ace of Cups and the Three of Cups, and then another Pentacle, the Two of Pentacles for balance. So you do have some nice things coming into your life. I do think that the Judgment card is going to weigh heavily on you, and when that comes, you're going to want to pay attention to those harsh criticisms and see if you can figure out how to balance those in your life so that it's not an imbalance or a lack in your life. The Knight of Swords, I'm going to guess that that's actually you, Aquarius, that there's a part of you that is somewhat unemotional and a little brusque with people, and that you enjoy that image of unapproachability. You enjoy that image of danger just a little bit too much, and that may be something also in your life that you need to learn how to balance. So that's what I have for that. Let's get on to the Oracle card, and the Oracle card we have for you is New Moon Beginnings. So let's see what the guidebook says about that. You are offered a fresh start. Your journey is beginning. Take the first steps towards something new. It is time to place emphasis on your health and well-being. Again, that balance card I think is very important. The phrase they give you is, I accept and rejoice in renewal and beginnings. There is something incredibly poetic and even romantic about that tiny sliver of silver that is the new moon. After the waning cycle and depth of the dark moon, here it is appearing in the sky, incredibly a crescent of the finest light. Almost a scratch upon the blackboard of the universe. Here is the evidence that even after the darkest night, light returns again. The crescent of the new moon is an ancient symbol that stretches back to ancient prehistory. There are cave drawings featuring crescent moons, sculptures of goddesses with crescent moon diadems, and the goddess Aphrodite, Hecate, Diana, Artemis, Inanna, and many Central Asian female deities were often depicted with new moon symbology. Go back even further into Neolithic cave paintings where moon and sun symbology features, with no phase more commonly being depicted than the new moon. When the new moon appears in the lunar cycle, we are gifted with a new beginning and a fresh start. What we have identified as useless or unneeded anymore has been released in the void of the dark moon, and here waiting is a new chance. Here we get to renew our lives and feel free enough to risk trying again. Whether we are asking for a fresh start in relationships or a new love, or are heralding the actioning of intentions such as better health, a new business, or the start of a new project, riding the new moon energy will assist us. Many creative people start new works on a new moon, and I personally, as an author, like to begin all of my new works on this phase, even if beginning means simply typing up a cover page or outline. The most powerful of new moons for new starts traditionally are within the season of spring, and the companion stone or metal is celestine, and that is I have a big celestine piece of a geode actually, that is really, really nice. It's a very nice energy stone. It's blue. A lot of people confuse it with angel light, but it's a crystal. It's not completely opaque. This is celestine. Celestine. See, it's part of a geode. But this is it. It's a beautiful color blue. I really love this. All right, so that is your reading, Aquarius, for the month of September. Best of luck to you. I really hope everything works out for you. And I just want to mention that I am still reading tarot cards at the New York Renaissance Fair from August 27th through October 9th. I have my own booth this year. It is the Cool Crone booth. And I will be there every Sunday and Saturday and also the Monday of Labor Day from the 27th of August to October 9th. So be sure to come to the New York Renaissance Fair and get a reading with me if you're in the New York area. If you want more details about the New York Renaissance Fair, please go to my website, thecoolcrone.com, and there'll be a pop-up for the New York Renaissance Fair, and it'll show you exactly what the dates are and ticketing and all that stuff. It'll link to the website. Also on my website, I am doing 2 more fairs in October after the Renaissance Fair ends. On October 15th and 16th, I will be at fairs in northern New Jersey. And if you are on my website, go to the booking section for Book Now and click on fairs. It'll give you all the details about those events as well. Now for those fairs on October 15th and 16th, if you'd like to book a reading ahead of time so you don't have to wait in line and you don't have to miss your reading at the fair, by all means you can book it right there on my website, and you can also pay for it there as well. At these fairs, the readings are a lot less expensive, and so they fill up quickly, and I usually have a whole day's worth of readings. So if you show up to the fair and expect to get a reading, you might be disappointed because I might already be booked for that time frame. But you know, if you want a regular reading, a private reading, you can also book that on my website. Just click on the Book Now button and look at all my services. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius, for the month of September. Have a wonderful month. I really sincerely mean that. And I will see you next time.